Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Oh, too many thank yous.
It's about 20.
There must be 35.
I got to admit, love him or hate him, nobody trolls on the internet better than President Trump.
In many ways, Donald Trump is an unserious man.
Oh, you hear that?
This is exactly why I love the internet. Some of this footage looks almost unreal.
It's a total disaster. Weak and ineffective. Close the border.
It's like Donald Trump is giving Kamala Harris a TKO.
Why didn't she do the things that she's complaining about? They threw Joe Biden out of the party to RFK.
Mr. President, thank you so
very
much
sir.
for the time.
Okay, thank you very much.
I just love the way he throws the papers. It's like, and oh, it reminds me of something.
Oh, don't do it. No. Take the bomb.
Yeah, and a side note, Donald Trump actually ever featured in some series of WWE before.
I think I'm stronger than you. I'm here to challenge you to a match in WrestleMania.
What? What's going on over here? Donald Trump is... Hey, look at this! Donald Trump! Donald Trump! Donald Trump taking down this McMahon has happened at WrestleMania 23.
This docu-style video gives us a window into what happens behind the scenes with Trump. And when I saw this footage, I was really blown away by the way they shot this. And what better way to consume this footage than we bringing it here and analyzing exactly why this footage feels so real. That is what I'm here to talk about.
She didn't mention fracking. She didn't mention energy.
I got to admit, this lady sitting by President Trump, guys, has one of the best typing speeds I've ever witnessed. She is literally writing exactly what President Trump is saying in real time.
Which she knows, and so do all Democrats, that I have absolutely nothing to do with.
Now, in terms of the general feel of this whole video, you can tell that the video is being shot handheld. Mostly, this is done to create an immersive feel so that you and I can feel like we are just like little flies hanging around and witnessing exactly what is going on. This often gives the footage a more immersive feel, like you and I are just sitting in the room and observing the action or what is actually going on. And this has worked so well for this video because personally, I just feel like a small bee hanging around this room and just observing Trump do Trump stuff. From the look of things, these footages were recorded using a DSLR body-like camera. You see this guy over there? He's holding a camera close to the action with a shotgun mounted on top of it. Now, if you know anything about shotgun mics, they work better when you get close to the action. That is the way they are able to record the audio better. So from my estimation, that is why this camera guy is very close to President Trump so that he will be able to capture the audio better. And this general rule of thumb is not just limited to shotgun microphones. This same thing also works generally for any sort of audio device. If you really want to record very high quality sound, you really need the mic to be close to the source. And oh, if you're new to this channel, I have a whole video on that. You can click up here to watch that particular video. My other guess is that they chose to shoot with these DSLR style cameras because of the lighting in the room. If you check it closely, you would realize that this scene is practically being led with practical lights. So like the lamps in the background and all these other lamps in the room. My guess is that if there's any extra artificial lighting going on here, it may probably be a bigger light just a little off screen, which is bouncing off the ceiling and just filling in the shadows in the room. But I really doubt if there's any other light apart from what we are seeing. Hence, that is also affecting the choice of the cameras they are using here, because these DSLR style cameras come in stock with very large sensors, and large sensor here means that it allows in more light. So in this case, we can say this room is more or less like a low light situation because we do have light, but we do not have enough light that some cameras would be able to see better. Hence, camcorders would not work better in this particular regard. Now, camcorders would come with an advantage of longer battery lives and offering you more ports to plug in your stuff and all that. But in this case, my guess is that they want to prioritize quality over accessories and battery life. After all, if you look closely, there's a cable attached to the camera, and my guess is that if you look closely, it is rather attached to the microphone, which means this is connected to a console somewhere so that they'll be prioritizing the audio, because in these kind of videos, you don't want your political enemies to twist the words of your candidate. Hence, I'm not surprised that a lot of emphasis is being placed on the audio here, hence running a cable from the microphone out of screen. And these same DSLR style bodies also allow them to be able to attach lenses that can open to very wide f-stops. Hence, it gives them the ability to be able to blur the background and also conduct seamless zoom-ins. And what helps this better is, in recent times, most of these cameras come in stock with impeccable autofocus, which means that the camera operator can simply conduct zooms without losing focus on the subject. Hence, another way they are using to keep this video very engaging is to make sure that constantly we are seeing some form of zoom in and zoom out happening. This is also a technique in keeping your viewers hooked and not making the video very boring. And once again, these DSLR style bodies and the new technologies that they come in stock with makes this style of shooting very possible and a breeze. Remember, with all things video, there is still lots of editing magic happening here. That is because when you are filming an actuality, leaving the whole video to run continuously would make it boring. Hence, you can realize that there are lots of jump cut happening here, which I'm sure was intentionally left there to really send a message that this footage has been edited to a certain extent. So just keep it in mind that this is not a no editing situation. There is minimal editing going on. And if you know the power of editing, you would get to know that sometimes cutting somewhere and joining to another place can really alter or change the way the audience would assimilate or understand the message that is being put across. Hence, like everything on the internet, take this with a grain of salt. Even though I know most part of it is true, if you're seeing my face for the very first time, welcome. This is African Amaze channel. I do much appreciate it if you do click on the subscribe button. Please make sure to do turn on the post notification bell so you are notified anytime I drop awesome video from the continent of Africa. Over here in this channel, I do talk about cinematography, photography, editing, and all its related branches. If all this sounds interesting, please, you know what to do. I'll have links to the full video in the description below. Please go there, watch the full video uninterrupted, and you'll get to know that, trust me, love him or hate him, Trump is just a classic act. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in this video where I talk about video editing. Until next time, as always, guys, keep practicing. Filmmaking. Peace out.